Hello and welcome back to my channel. I figured today's video would just do some miscellaneous cards that I was looking through today, some autographs and some costume slash pop cards, some older sets and some of the newer ones that I've started to collect. So I've got them in piles. We have a miscellaneous, Harry Potter, Star Trek Next Generation, Stranger Things, Doctor Who, and then Game of Thrones is the most recent cards I've started to collect. So start with the miscellaneous. Probably showed that one I didn't want to, but that's okay. So first one, Umbrella Academy, Young Diego, Blake Talibus. Thanks to Robadob Flob for this card. Got that in the mail from him, so thank you. My only Umbrella Academy card. And then from X-Men, James Marsden. He played Cyclops. I've got a couple of autographs from the Lord of the Rings Return of the King series. Mark Rodesky, who is the executive producer. And then the main character, Aragorn, played by Viggo Mortensen. Sorry. That was a good card to get, being a main character of the series. And this last card you may have seen at the beginning, sneak out, is Kenny Baker, R2-D2, from the 2002 set Attack of the Clones. So that's one of the better cards I've pulled in my life. Okay, so Harry Potter. We'll start off with costume cards. So I got looks a bit of a costume from Bonnie Wright, who played Ginny Weasley. We got a Hagrid costume card. Try and get the autofocus. There we go. So this is a prop card from the room of, who was this again? Let's look. Oh, Dolores Umbridge, the teacher that everybody loved to hate, and it's actually numbered at a 350. Yeah, they can probably see it further back. So. And then a Hermione costume card. So I like that one. There to the autographs. We have a Matthew Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom. Wish I could get the focus to work out. A Lily Potter autograph. Now, who is that? What's her name? Geraldine Somerville is Lily Potter. Then the last one is kind of a funny story. It's a redemption card. I had bought this box well after the expiry date, and it's from Artbox, and Artbox no longer exists, so I just kept the redemption card for Helen McCrory, who unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, as Narcissa Malfoy, Draco Malfoy's mother. Now to Star Trek The Next Generation. This is probably one of the top 5 TV shows all time in my book. It's one of my favorites, and so as you can see, I bought a few boxes and got a few items. So let's start off. We got a communicator button for Captain Picard. I thought that was kind of neat. Okay, and some autograph cards. A lot of them, most of them are secondary actors just on the show. Some of them you may recognize if you're a fan of the show. So Mark Alamo as Commander T-Bach, Jude Sikokela as Commander Suran, First Mage Kulla, played by Anthony DeLongis, Karen Austin, played Morale. Some of these were in a combo box, so some are from Nemesis, some are from Voyager. Deep Space Nine, Onaya, played by Meg Foster. I think the rest of these are just all straight Star Trek Next Generation. So Michael Benjamin is Captain Ricks. Morgan Shepard is Dr. Ira Graves. And the ones I can't read, I'm going to have to look at the back. So Brenda Backey as Revan. Looks like Julia Nixon as Ensign Leon Sue. Chief Engineer Logan, played by Vito Ruginis. Lieutenant Jenna DeSora, played by Michelle Scarabelli. Hannah Bates' character, played by Dae Young. Governor Lecatrion, played by Barbara Tarbuck. Chorgan, played by Stephen Lee. A Quantum Singularity Lifeform, played by Michael Boshever. Sattler, played by Tim DeZarn. LaConta, played by Tom Jackson. Caddox Shaw, played by Mark Buckland. Damon Solak, played by Lou Wagner. Bob Gunton, who played Captain Benjamin Maxwell. I think that was a pretty popular episode. The Bellboy, Leo Garcia, the Royale. I liked that episode. Irador, played by Dan Shore. Julian Christopher played Hagon. Corton Zweller, played by Ned Vaughn. Torak, played by Wayne Grace. The Corvallier freighter captain looks like Dennis Cockrum. Young, stubborn Jean-Luc Picard. When he was an ensign, played by Marcus Nash. That's when he got stabbed and had his implant for the heart. Jack London, played by Michael Aaron. Yanar, played by Rosalind Allen. Then I got a couple of art autographs. Both of them are Julio Ortiz. One from the episode called A Matter of Honor, and then one from who I previously said I liked, the Royale. So it's good to get those. Next, Stranger Things. Again, the show is top 3, top 5 in my TV show rankings. Now, these first bunch are manufactured items, which I'm not fans of. So you got manufactured buttons, which as I said, not a fan of. And same thing with today's, like in the sports, you see the manufactured patches, which like really, the money you pay for them. And then some more manufactured patches. I hit 2 ones out of 99. I think they're numbered. The orange parallels. Yeah, out of 99, out of 99. So, on to costumes. So this is from the recent Stranger Things 4. I just got this a little while ago. It's out of 1,000, so a piece of Will's shirt. And then go back to Stranger Things Season 1, just a piece of his costume. And then a piece of Jim Hopper's costume. Also got some various 101, I guess, sketch cards. And it's autographed on the back. There's 11 with the author Kevin West. And there's like a die cut type. It looks like a pumpkin of Hopper. And another of 11 from Kevin Cleveland. Now on to the autos I have for this set. So I've got Chrissy Cunningham. And poor Chrissy, the first one to get offed by Vecna. That's Grace Van Dien. We got One Steve Harrington, played by Joe Keery. You got Jonathan Byers, of course, played by Charlie Heaton. Karen Ceesay is Mrs. Sinclair. Connie Fraser plays the evil one that in the first season. I think she's the one that shoots Benny. So that's Catherine Dyer. We had a redemption. You could tell at the tops. It was a numbered out of 25 for Murray Bauman, played by Brett Gelman. Got a Priya Ferguson, Erica Sinclair. Got a regular autograph from, again, Brett Gelman. A Pruitt Taylor Vince autograph is Ray, who worked in the lab and that hurt Eleven's mother. This is another redemption that I pulled out and put in a one-touch. It's a parallel David Hopper autograph. I think it's out of 50. Yeah, number 27 out of 50. And this is probably my favorite pull that I've done out of everything. It was the very first box I got from Stranger Things. I pulled the dual auto of the Duffer Brothers, and that's only out of 10. So that's number 9 of 10. So that was my number one pull I've done. Now on to some Doctor Who. Start off with some costume cards. So just a costume card of Sally Sparrow. Got two of these, I think. Yeah, they're back to backs. 2 of the Oods. I like the Oods. Again, Doctor Who is one of my top TV shows too. But I stopped watching after, when Peter Capaldi came on as Doctor. I just couldn't get back into it after the first bunch of seasons with the Doctors before them, so I sort of got off track. And some more of the patch ones that I'm not too fond of, but they stick those in. Now for autographs, so I've got some good ones in here. I got the companion, Catherine Tate, with Donna Noble. Another companion, Freeman Agyeman, is Martha Jones. Now we just got some normal characters. So we got Matthew Chambers, who played Hal Corwin in 42. I think his famous line was "Burn, burn." Andrea Moen as Lucy Saxon. It's inscribed. Another inscribed from Katrin Stewart, one of the Paternoster gang, and that is Jenny Flint. Another companion, Nina Toussaint White, Mel Zucker. And I like the Face of Bo, Struan Roger. And for those Game of Thrones fans, Struan Roger also has cards and autos in the Game of Thrones series. He played the Three-Eyed Raven. So he was in both Game of Thrones and, I guess, for his voice only in Doctor Who. Aisha Darker is Solana Mercurio. Clem Tibber as Milo. Frances Barber as Madame Kovarian. Jonathan Hart as voice of the Clockwork Man. I really like this episode, and the doc said I just snogged Madame de Pompadour. It's funny. The final autograph for this, Doctor Who, Raji James as Dr. Rajesh Singh. So last but not least, those side Game of Thrones. Okay. So those who watched my very first video, I did a video on the master set I was trying to get for the sigils. This is not in with that set because when I purchased a box of Legend of the Realm, I pulled this one, but I had already purchased this card. So I've got 2 copies, and probably not a bad duplicate to have. Nikolai Coster-Waldau That's Sir Jaime Lannister. Got a metal auto of Roger Ashton Griffiths. Got a full bleed auto of Ian Glenn, Jorah Mormont. Raymond Griffiths as the actor that played King Joffrey. Full bleed of Ricky Champ as Gatons. Richard Brake, the Night King. Art Parkinson, I think it was Rickon. Yeah, Rickon Stark. Got a gold of Charlotte Hope. Miranda. Paul Bentley, I think it's is he High Septon, I believe. Yeah, High Septon. Got an inscription from a Dothraki Blood Rider, Junaid Khan. Another inscription from David Rintoul, who played the Mad King, King Aerys Targaryen. Has burned them all. Another inscription from another High Septon, Tom Chadbon, Game of Thrones. There's Paul Bentley again with the quotable card, I am High Septon. Tristain Martell, who was that? Yeah, Toby Sebastian. And this is a parallel card, but it's an opal out of 25 of Brienne of Tarth, the character I like in the series. So it's numbered 15 out of 25. And got an opal of Daenerys Targaryen, again out of 25. Oh, my daughter, when she helped me open the box, she pulled this one. So the duel of Natalie Dormer and Jack Gleason. So I like that card too. I like the dual autos. And the last card I'm going to show you is Peter Dinklage. I really like Peter Dinklage, especially a couple of the more recent movies he's been in. If you've seen I Care a Lot on Netflix, which is really good. So I highly recommend it. Well, that's just some of the miscellaneous autographs and costume cards from the non-sport that I have. Hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what pulls you've done and what your favorite pull is. We'll enjoy seeing what those are. So thank you, and have a good night.